Finches are a fascinating group of birds. Some of them are among the most common backyard visitors. Others are very mysterious and only make an appearance in places where people can easily see them in particular years. With species that can be hard to pin down, it is an immense help to know how to identify them by their song and call. Here are 13 finch species that can be found in the United States and how to identify them by the sounds they make. Do note that the songs and calls made by these particular species can vary based on region, so they may sound different depending on where you are hearing them. House finch. The house finch is an extremely common species around backyards and bird feeders. They have a multi-note song with many different high and low inflections. This song usually lasts for about 3 seconds at a time and has a slurred note at the end, which helps separate the song of the house finch from other similar birds. The call of the house finch is a series of chirps, sometimes having an upward inflection on some of these chirps. Purple finch. Purple finches are another species that can be seen at bird feeders, but not quite as much as house finches. Additionally, they don't inhabit as many regions as house finches do. They are very similar in appearance to house finches as well, and if you want to know how to tell them apart, you can check out our video on it by using the link in the description below. Their song is very melodic, with a series of warbling notes that is faster than that of the house finch. Cassin's finch. Cassin's finches are another house finch and purple finch look-alike, but they don't have nearly as expansive of a range. In fact, the only place you will encounter them is the western half of the continent. Their song is an explosive, quick series of warbling notes. American goldfinch. American goldfinches are among the most well-known finch species, residing in parks and backyards extremely regularly. Their song is a series of aggressive-sounding rapid-fire notes. They have multiple kinds of calls, including one sung by males when near a female that sounds like a nasally tee. They also have a contact and flight call that sounds like they're saying potato chip. Lesser goldfinch. Lesser goldfinches are a species of the west and southwestern U.S. They have a song that consists of many different whistles and buzzy chirps in rapid succession. Males have been known to incorporate songs from other species in their songs too. Their calls are wheezy, drawn-out whistles. Lawrence's goldfinch. Lawrence's goldfinches have songs that are very high in pitch and very quick with a series of trills and rapid-fire chirps. They incorporate many different sounds from other birds that they hear and include in their repertoire. Pine siskin. Pine siskins is some of the most buzzy songs of all North American finches. Their songs have a series of twittering chirps, interspersed with a buzz or trill. Their calls can be either a nasally high-pitched single note, or a wheezy upward sweep that sounds similar to part of their song. White-winged crossbill. Crossbills are known for their erratic movements, so knowing their songs and calls can be a great way to notice that they're around. White-winged crossbills have a song that consists of trills, rattles, and even some sounds that sound like alarms going off. They make these sounds all in succession to create one complete song. Their call, which they make during flight, is a quick chut chut chut. This can be in a variety of syllables. Red crossbill. Red crossbill is a species that many people add to their list in a given year by hearing them in flight. Their song is a soft series of squeaky whistles that can have trills interspersed within the more melodic notes. Their call is a very recognizable jip jip jip. However, there are many different red crossbill types that can really only be differentiated by those with a very keenly trained ear and an immense knowledge of the different call types. For this reason, there is a lot of variability in the calls of these birds. Redpoll. Redpolls have songs that are mostly made up of different call notes, including fast chatters, whistles, trills, and even some laser zapping noises. Those zapping noises are usually one of the best indicators that it's a redpoll instead of another finch species. Evening grosbeak. Evening grosbeaks don't actually have a song, but rather communicate through a variety of chirps that have a little bit of a trill to them. Their chirps actually sound somewhat similar to those of the house sparrow. Pine grosbeak. The pine grosbeak song is smooth and bubbly, somewhat similar to the song of purple finches. These songs are usually between 2 and 5 seconds in length, and can vary in the order that the individual notes are in. Like some other finches, pine grosbeaks have been known to utilize parts of songs from other bird species as well. The call of the pine grosbeak can vary depending on region, sometimes being in a 3-note quick TT2, while in other parts of the continent it is more trill-like. European Goldfinch. As their name would suggest, European goldfinches aren't originally native to North America. However, some populations now live wild in certain parts of the country. Their US populations are most dense in Wisconsin and Illinois. Their song is a series of squeaky chirps, reminiscent of an American goldfinch. They also include bubbling noises and quick metallic clinks. Finches are birds that are often on the move, and knowing their songs and calls is so helpful in identifying them and knowing which species are in the area. If you like this video, take a look at one of our other videos about finches, or one of our other videos about songs and calls. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Badgerland Birding.